Hello, welcome to the Whatever Show. I'm one of your hosts, Alex Drake.
And I'm your other host, Dragon Pat. And today we're going to go back in time to Andromeda. Andromeda first episode came out October 2nd, the year 2000, with the final episode coming out May 13th, 2005. See, we're improving the Whatever Show. We're giving you facts, too.
Yeah.
There were 110 episodes in the series. It was created by Gene Roddenberry. It was the production company was Andromeda Productions, Fireworks Entertainment, and MBR Productions. Okay. What you have here is set in deep space. The program revolves around the adventures of Dylan Hunt, captain of the Andromeda Ascendant, his crew members, and their efforts to restore the system's Commonwealth, a government that was responsible for a time of extended peace and prosperity. Okay. First and foremost, let's talk about the different actors. We have Kevin Sorbo, Sorbo, who plays Captain Dylan Hunt. Now, Dylan comes across as a very rah guy. I mean, he is dedicated.
Yeah.
But he does a good job. I enjoy him as a character. The seasons were good overall.
Yeah.
We're not breaking this down by seasons for you this time. Because, number one, we already watched them all again. Number two, the idea is to get you familiar with the idea. And if you haven't seen it, maybe you can go back and check it out. If you haven't seen it in a while, go check it out. So, what else do we have in the Andromeda TV series? Number one, some very good episodes, some really neat episodes. You have a gorgeous ship. The Andromeda Ascendant is beautifully.
Yeah.
And the way that thing flips and does a 180, that is sweet. You have, more importantly, Andromeda herself, Alexa Diog. Wow. I mean, there's a reason this woman is listed in the top 10 sci-fi women in history. She is hot. Another one who I don't know if she's in the top 10 is Laura Bertram. She plays
Transgemini.
Basically, she's the avatar of the sun. Yeah, buddy. And she goes from cute and adorable to hot and sexy, and it's just like, wow. I mean, when she was the adorable trans, you loved her because she was just so adorable. Then she got hot, and it's like, that's just not fair.
It ain't fair.
I give a lot of credit to Lisa Ryder, who played Becca Valentine. Why? Because she was just average.
Yeah.
Her looks are average. She's not, she's not making men walk around with drool coming down their chins like Lexi Diog did or Laura Bertram did at the end. Gordon Michael, who plays Seamus. Seamus is a nerd.
Yeah.
I like Seamus. You also have Keith Hamilton, who played
Tia Anasazi, and Brett Stat, who played Reb Ben.
There should be one. We need one other. There he is, John Check. And Steve. Okay, Steve Backick.
Yeah. Steve Backick played.
Telemachus.
Rade.
Telemachus Rade. Now, other people that were in the show that get mentioned when you pull up the listing, you see Sam Sorbo, I'm wondering if she's related to Kevin. She played Sarah Riley. And then you have Brandy Ledford, who was kind of hot. She played Doyle,
Yeah.
which is in the last season. Overall, the acting, at times, okay, it was a little over the top. Andromeda can be a very corny season
Yeah.
at times. It has some very corny episodes. But then you got to look at who the creator was. Gene Roddenberry, I know this is going to be almost seen as sacrilege. For those of you who do not remember who Gene Roddenberry was, he's the creator of Star Trek. Now, granted, he hated the original series. It got too involved in the lives of the captain, first officer, and doctor, in his opinion. He wanted a more egalitarian society, more equality amongst the crew, and that just didn't sell back then. He created Star Trek: The Next Generation as a way to undo and fix some of the problems. It didn't work the way he wanted there either, because we as people like to have our shows have stars and characters that we can follow. Gene Roddenberry was a touchy-feely kind of guy who somehow or another created some amazing shows. The problem is, as I stated, sometimes you get a little corny.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we will be doing a Star Trek episode soon where you're going to get different viewpoints. And we will include, when we do that, both the original series, Next Generation, DS9, and the Abrams universe. Mm-hmm. And okay, we have differing opinions. If I could, I would have my other brother come in because he is a major Next Generation fan. To this day, he watches the reruns. And I call that Star Friends.
Yeah, that is Star Friends.
I'm a TOS fan, the original series. But Andromeda was good.
Yeah.
You have an alien, an enemy, that is an enemy that should be an enemy and stays your enemy.
Yeah.
You have the darkness.
The abyss. Though he was a cool looking enemy.
Yes. And his people had some unique powers. It's kind of cool. The series, the Andromeda series, was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I can't say there's a whole lot that I can point to and say, well, that just sucked. Because overall, it didn't suck. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
And in a world today where a lot of our television series have become crap,
Yeah.
sometimes going back in time and watching series from before can help fill up some of that time. Going back and watching the Andromeda series, number one, as a guy, hey, just to watch Alexa Diogo strut around that thing,
Yeah.
well worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a couple episodes in there that, okay, remember, this show was made for families, so we don't get to see Alexa Diogo nude. But there's a couple episodes where she's supposedly nude, and you're like, you won't show us? That's not right.
Yeah. I always say, come on, guy, point down.
But Alexa Diogo is, she's stunning.
Yeah.
She definitely made our hottest list. And that will be coming out probably next week, isn't it? Or the week after?
Next week.
Okay. And now Laura Bertram. Now, I don't know. I know Alexa Diogo is from Canada. She came out of the Canadian Broadcasting System. And Laura Bertram is also from Canada. She actually is a public school teacher there. That's kind of wicked. You got Trans Gemini teaching your class.
Those kids are lucky.
No kidding. But overall, definitely an enjoyable way to spend some time.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're not going down, breaking down all the plots, and showing you everything involved in the series. And the reason for that is, number one, the basic plot is these guys are going to go out and try to form the new Commonwealth. The problem of forming any government is you actually become subservient to that government. And that government, okay, you've got the government, and they don't tend to deal with major issues too well. They like to kick them down the road if they deal with them at all. And when you have the enemy that is coming for them, it kind of makes things difficult. So we start out with, let's start out with a very simple explanation. What you have in the very beginning is the Andromeda Ascendant is basically stuck on the edge of a black hole. And it takes almost 300 years for her to eventually come out of the black hole. Not having gone into it, but staying on the edges.
Mm-hmm.
So for 300 years, the Andromeda was trapped. And along with the Andromeda was Kevin Sorbo, the captain. But to them, it felt like moments.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, their ship is being helped out of the black hole by the Morrow, the ship owned by Becca Valentine. Now, Becca Valentine, Seamus, and even Tyr Anasazi are all basically very profit-motivated people. Mm-hmm. What's in it for me?
Mm-hmm. Tyr, the only good thing about Tyr, you can count on him to betray you.
You can count on Tyr to do what's best for Tyr.
Yeah.
Now,
for Nietzsche, he is a...
Now, Nietzsche is a sub-race of humanity that is striving for a form of perfection based on the writings of the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, which is going to make things kind of different. They are Ubermen, meaning they are above, in their views, regular humans, who they call kludge. But when Kevin Sorbo's character, Dylan Hunt, comes out of the wormhole thing, the black hole, and he comes out to find out his Commonwealth has been dead for almost 300 years. His ship's capture in the wormhole, in the black hole, and the war that precipitated that expanded, and the Confederation, the Commonwealth disappeared. He wants it back. So he convinces Becca, Trance, Seamus, and even Tyr Anasazi to help him bring back the Commonwealth. And that's what you see happening, is he goes out and rights the right and defends the weak, and traditional knight-errant activities all throughout the episodes, to the point where, they even make fun, they pick on him in it. Yeah. But he just keeps on doing it because that's the way he is. He is a true knight. So, if you got time, number one, I don't know if they're streamable anywhere.
They're on free on TUBI.
Yep. They're on Vudu, Amazon Prime Video. They're on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, Apple TV. So there are numerous options for you to be able to stream them. You may go out and you may purchase them. You may buy them on DVD and Blu-ray, I believe. And it's a good way to spend however long it takes you to go through 5 seasons, 110 episodes. Is it worth it? Yeah, it's worth it. It's one of those that, even though it's corny at times, we watch it about once every couple years.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. I recommend it. He recommends it. I won't give it 2 thumbs up, but I will give it a 1.5 thumbs.
Yeah. 2 thumbs up all the way up to season 4, then 1 thumb for season 5.
Yeah. Season 5 was, you'll just have to watch it.
Yeah.
It's different. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Whatever Show. We will be back later with more episodes, and that's why you need to hit that notification button.
Yes, hit the
Because you
bell.
never know when we're going to release. We are trying to release 2 episodes a day. So, stay tuned.
Yes.
And please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Share this with your friends. Get them to subscribe. Remember, we want 1,000 subscribers. More, actually. But if we could get at least 1,000 subscribers, then we go live. And we can have interactive...